Hello, my good people of Biafra land, my lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, viewers and subscribers all over the world, those who love what I'm doing, those who cares about what is going on in Nigeria and the Biafra at large. I bless each and every one of us to this early morning broadcast of 8th day of November in the year 2022. Please tighten your seatbelt because we are about to move. Literally, our news today is going to Nigerian nation. So let us know what is happening there and how we are going to channel our movement in the Biafra land. To know what they are planning for us is one step ahead of them. So let us always look beyond Biafra news so that we will know what the two country is planning on the behalf of the Biafrans. So let's move straight into the news of the day. Let's take the headlines. Then after that, we are going to go straight into the news. Reps to make 170 billion naira provision for ASU in the 2023 budget. Abuja Kaduna train service to resume in November. Federal government. Another risky opening of the railway. I wonder what these people are thinking. How can they be making such reference or thinking about such a thing? It is not done. Barely how many months now that they free the last victim of that Abuja train attack. So now they want to resume the business as usual without not solving the insecurity issue we are facing. It is alarming. And I want to warn my people, if you are a Biafran, please do not ply that route. Instead, follow the route or follow who know road, according to my people. Buhari to Nigerians, be alert, don't panic over terror alarm. You are saying this from your hospital bed in UK or from your sabbatical leave in UK. Why can't you say that everybody should be at alert? Terror at alert. UK gives update on terrorist plan to attack Abuja. Please, let's go straight into the news of the day. We don't have much time to wait. United Kingdom Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, has disclosed that it no longer advises against travel to Federal Capital Territory in Nigeria. Recall that the UK had, on October 23, warned of an increased threat of terrorist attack in the Federal Capital Territory, urging its citizens to stay alert and avoid visits to public places in the Federal Capital Territory. The UK also restricted access to the British High Commission in Abuja and later warned British nationals to avoid non-essential travel to Abuja. But in an update travel advisory published on its website on Monday, the UK said British nationals could travel to Abuja, but the risk of traveling to the capital remained. The update reads, the FCDO no longer advises against all the essential travel to the Federal Capital Territory, including the city of Abuja, but risk remain, and further details about the continued threat from terrorism in the region has been added. Terrorists are very likely to carry out attacks in Nigeria. Most attacks are conducted by Boko Haram or Islamic State Western African ISWAP and occur in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states in the northeast. There have been also significant attacks in other states, including in Gombe, Kano, Kaduna, Plateau, Bauchi, and Taraba states. The risk of terrorism across Nigeria includes the capital city, Abuja, and the surroundings, Federal Capital Territory area. This risk has increased in 2022 between May and July 2022. Islamic State of Western African people have conducted a number of attacks in Kogi, Niger, and the Federal Capital Territory. Further attacks are likely to and could occur at any time. Attacks could be indiscriminate and could affect Western interests, as well as places visited by terrorists. The risk from terrorism activity are present in the city of Abuja and across the Federal Capital Territory, but the risk increases the further that you travel from the city center. Public places where crowds gather have been targeted in the past, including places of worship, markets, shopping malls, hotels, bars, restaurants, football viewing centers, displacement centers, transport terminals, including train networks, government buildings, security and educational institutes, school, further education, colleges and universities are all in regular targets, and international organizations. Attacks have taken place around religious and public holidays, in public or crowded places, including places of worship, as well as during election period. So that is what we get from the federal government of Nigeria on the resumption of the train attack. We don't know how this government, I don't know how they are reasoning. UK have brought this alert since October last year, so I don't know what they are doing, if they are really interested to curb all these attacks, or they are willing to take the risk and be doing their normal businesses of traveling abroad while the poor masses at their own fate, because the government does not care, they do not show interest, they don't even care what is happening to the poor. All they care is about their families. They have flown all of them abroad, and them themselves is one leg in Nigeria and one leg outside. I don't know how we get to this point that we give our country to foreigners to rule. The foreigners who have no any moral decadency concerning the country, who have nothing to contribute or whatsoever. Look at all the whole attacks is being mentioned is not, and not is the ones holding power. Can these people come out at least boldly and tell us the kind of contract or agreement they had with these people coming 2015? Because that is when all this nonsense started. They started from Chibok girls kidnap to ravish and blackmail a good luck regime. And this man sitting here make it very clear and open that he will make a government of good luck ungovernable, and he did. So the missionaries they imported in 2015 to make sure that they won the election worked. But the agreement they signed with those people is what we don't know. Because you cannot tell me in a country whereby when the terrorists abduct victims, when being asked, they will be doing it in the open letter and in the open video, that the federal government knows what they want. And the federal government in one way or the other, not once or twice denied that they don't know what these people are talking about. Rather, they keep bailing the citizens with the likes of Boko Haram's being incarcerated for many years. How do we get to this point? That is what I'm asking. And how are we going to get out of this point? The answer is vote B2B, vote wisely, get your PVC, vote competence. Do not vote it is my turn or it is your turn. Buhari to Nigerians, be alert. Don't panic over terror alarm. President Muhammadu Buhari has all the nation's security establishments and citizens to continue being vigilant and careful with security, saying it is important to avoid panic. And all citizens to remain calm in the wake of the recent changes in travel advice from the US and UK governments, adding that it should be a cause for panic. According to a statement by the senior special assistant to the president on media and the publicity, Garba Shehu, on Friday, Buhari said Nigeria is no exception in having terror threats listed in foreign government travel advice to their citizens. He also noted that the UK and US travel advisories also state that there is a high likelihood of terror attacks in many Western European nations. The statement further read, indeed, the UK and US advise to their respective citizens for travel to one another's countries contain the same warning. Unfortunately, terror is a reality the world over. However, it does not mean an attack in Abuja is imminent. Since the July prison raid, security measures have been reinforced in and around the Federal Capital Territory, heightened monitoring and the interception of terrorist communications ensure political threats are caught further upstream. Attacks are being foiled. Security agents are proactively routing out threats to keep citizens safe. Much of their work unseen and necessarily confidential. Nigerian safety remains the highest priority of government. Security services are working around the clock to keep harm at bay. The president gives assurance that the government is on top of the security situation in Nigeria. Why nothing? In addition, that security threats are real and have been with us for a long while. The nation's military, the police, and other security agencies have shown a capability to deal with it, as is evident from the fact that a majority of our partners, including the United Nations agency in our midst, have not seen the threat as being sufficient to warrant any form of panic or other citizen evacuations. The president stressed that while being security conscious, being alert and careful is crucial. It is also important that responsible members of the state do not create situations leading to unnecessary panic. President Buhari commends the military and the other security agencies for the recent turn around in the nation's security and directs that additional precautionary measures be put in place, and that these must not slacken now and during the upcoming festive period. President Buhari expresses optimism that given the ongoing efforts on the part of the military and the other security and intelligence agencies with the active support of the civilian population, the nation will emerge victorious against the current challenges facing it. And I hope it really happens so, because I don't know why and how the foreigners we have in our land is the one telling us we are going to have attack in our federal capital territory. In other words, they have evacuated all their citizens to make sure that none of them is among this attack. I still don't understand whether are they among those who is planning this, or it's just they are showing concern because they love Nigerians. I never know why and how it is their business. Well, we will see the end of it. We need bold leaders. Shehu Sani on Tinubu, Darren Ipo fixing campaign in Imo and Anambra on Mondays. Are you okay now? I never see you raise another alarm of how you like Tinubu because he fixes election on a country you don't even know how it started and how it ends. You don't even know who fought for the democracy you are enjoying. All you can do is open your dirty and big stinking mouth to say rubbish you like on the internet. Former federal lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has commended the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) Bola Tinubu for fixing his campaign in Imo and Anambra states on Mondays. Go, he have cancelled it too. So before you open your big mouth to talk. Daily Post earlier reported how the APC presidential flag bearer dared the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB by fixing his campaign rallies on a day the secessionist group observed the sit-at-home in the region. He is coming to rule the nation, not to rule the North. So if he go there to campaign on a Monday sit-at-home, tell me who will vote for him. I don't know why all these senators, they don't even have any thinking faculty. Instead of you people to advise him good, you are here now being proud of him. Okay, well, all those deaths have been shifted. I wonder what will be the response at this time. Shehu Sani, Dara. Reacting, Shehu Sani expressed confidence on the doggedness of Tinubu and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, saying the country needs leaders who can defy terrorists, bandits, and separatists. The PDP chieftain who said Atiku and the party supporters defied attacks in Kaduna State to hold a campaign rally also called on other presidential candidates to emulate Tinubu and Atiku. In a Facebook post, Sani wrote, "We defied violence and armed hoodlums and held Atiku's rally in Kaduna. They attacked, injured, and maimed murmured but failed to stop us. The Jagaban is defying IPOB Monday sit at home with a scheduled rally in Anambra and Imo. Other presidential candidates must follow suit. We need leaders with the courage to defy forces of violence. Whoever wants to be commander-in-chief must prove he can be a commander-in-chief. We need bold leaders who can stand up to terrorists, bandits, and separatists, as you said. So now that he have cancelled the sit at home, what will be your response now is what I don't know, Sheikh Sani. People should look very well before they leap. Look very well before you leap. Oh, not anything you just say. You open your mouth and begin to bra 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 bra. Now that they have called off the Monday rallies and shifted it to a Tuesday, I'm still waiting for you to comment. You refuse to comment, Sheikh Sani. So now they are not worried to become the president as they have called it off. Of course, now you said it. That is the kind of president you want, that they will defy the order. You beat a child and also force that child not to cry. Where that one is happening in the whole wide world, if not in Nigeria. You hold the person you call separatist, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who is seeking for a good governance, for inclusiveness. And at the same time, you said that you must do a rally on a Monday because you don't value the Easterners as part of Nigeria. Then why are you going there to do rally or to do campaign? Because if you go there and sit on Monday, sit at home to do rally, nobody will attend. Then tell me on the day of voting, who will come to the ground to vote for you? That is the question. And Sheikh Sani, you don't even listen well. Instead of you people to advise Tinubu well that you are going there to campaign for people to vote for you, not for you to show that you are Jagaban. All you can do is go ahead on the internet and begin to make some unnecessary statements. Can't you see how your brain? Can't you see that either you have an empty brain or your brain is congealed? 2023 presidency. Why am I against Tinubu becoming president? But a judge. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the Southwest, Chief Bode George, has disclosed why he is against Bola Tinubu in an All Progressive Congress (APC) presidential aspirant becoming Nigeria's president in 2023. George said Tinubu had completely taken over the resources of Lagos State. Yes, of course, that is the gospel truth. He, however, said that he has nothing personal against the APC national leader. George said the former governor of Lagos State should allow power to change hands because he has been in charge for too long. Appearing on Channel TV Politics Today on Monday, the PDP chieftain said he has completely annexed the resources of my state. I have absolutely no personal grudge against Tinubu. What I have against him is the plundering of the finance of the state, which country will have the Internal Revenue Service and will now set up a company solely owned by him and his cronies, collecting the taxes of the people on behalf of the Internal Revenue Services. How? This doesn't make any sense. This fellow has plundered and mismanaged the finances of this state to a stupor that calls for attention. Well, they will not tell you this. They will never tell you this. That is the problem they are having. They rather stand to the truth or they will keep lying to the masses. The likes of Fesut Kiyamo and FFK, the hungry lions, who have nothing to offer to Nigeria other than their personal pocket, other than what they will gain. That is what they stand. Every blessed day, they keep making the same statement over and over again, whereby they know the gospel truth, they know the truth. Because if Nigeria is spoiling, it's not spoiling on their head. Any single thing, they will jump to flight and run abroad, while we'll be at the mercy of the bandits who is ravaging the nation. Enough is enough. Shehu Sani Riaz has got ordered federal government to pay Nnamdi Kanu 1 billion naira. Shehu Sani, socio-political activist who reacted to the Abia State High Court judgment in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), said Sani declared that no appeal against the judgment would stand. Justice Ben Anya yesterday ordered the federal government to pay 1 billion naira compensation to Kanu over the violation of his fundamental human rights. In his ruling, the judge declares Kanu's arrest as illegal and ordered the federal government to issue a public apology to him. The IPOB leader had filed a fundamental rights suit against the federal government before Justice Anya. Kanu filed the suit through his special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, on grounds of military invasion in his residence in 2017. His arrest and torture in Kenya, his deportation to Nigeria, among others. However, the judge further ruled that government should pursue a political solution in resolving Kanu's trial. Reacting, Sani congratulated the IPOB leader for the victory. In a tweet, the former Kaduna Central Senator wrote, "Brother Nnamdi, congratulations for your 1 billion naira victory. No appeal court against the judgment shall succeed. Remember those of us who are not insulting you. Relax, bro. Nnamdi Kanu, do your government a favor on to Buhari." Well, this is what Sani. I think this Sani is a double-edged knife. When you turn this side, he will knock. You turn the other side, he knock. You don't have a single state where he stand. He keep on making some necessary statement. Today he will speak with the IPOB. Tomorrow he will speak against IPOB. What a word! Well, let's see how it's going to end. All this their drama and the brouhaha that is happening day in, day out. By the time people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom, my listeners and subscribers all over the world, this is where I'm going to end this a little brief broadcast. Until I come your way again, I still remain on one and only Okwute Daily Talk. Please remember to subscribe, like my content, and share. Turn on the notification button so that you'll be the first to be notified each time I post something new on my channel. Invite your family and friends so that they may be part of this moving trend. We are moving in the right direction and we are moving to the permanent side, which is Biafra land. Biafra, we stand and nothing is going to change our mindset. Biafra is our last hope and nothing is going to change our mode of thinking. So whatever you think, whatever you say, anything or however you say it, we are Biafrans and we will have no grudge against the selective happening in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is where we stand, Biafra or nothing. And we are going to get it whether they like it or not. Until I come your way again, please subscribe to my channel, like my contents once again, share it to your family and friends so that they may be part of this moving trend. I is signing out. Goodbye, have a nice day and have a nice week. Kemesiano. Bye. I'm signing out.